Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on Fierce Without Fear. So, as you read by the title of today's video, we will be discussing items to remove from your home now. Like right now. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first item on the list are necklaces. And not any necklace, because I'm wearing a necklace right now. Necklaces are perfectly fine, but it's the kind of necklace you wear. For example, Buddha, Evil Eye, or Ankh necklaces are good examples of these. And an Ankh necklace looks very similar to the Christian cross necklace, but the difference is Ankh has Egyptian background, and the Egyptians generally believe in polytheism or multiple gods, and therefore we only serve one God, or the Holy Triune, the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, not any other idol gods. Therefore, which X's this necklace out. So don't be deceived, because I once was thinking that this was a Christian cross, but actually it's not. The next necklace on the list is the Buddha necklace. And here's a picture of me wearing the Buddha necklace. I used to always wear this necklace because I was always seeing it on TikTok. And I honestly used to love this necklace, but once I found out that I was literally wearing a necklace from another religion, it had to go in the trash. Like, absolutely not. So the Buddha necklace is from Buddhism, which is a mainly Asian religion, or a religion that's mostly found in Asian regions, and therefore Buddha is an idol god. It's not the God we serve, and therefore we should not be representing or wearing anything that is not of God, because what we wear is how we present ourselves to the world, and we should always present ourselves to be holy and acceptable to God. And therefore, if we're not doing that, then no, we're not pleasing God. And so this is why the Buddha necklace is out. So the next necklace is the Evil Eye. And this is really, really, really popular on TikTok. I used to always see this necklace on my For You page, and people are always saying how it will protect you from evil and all these other things. But literally in the name is Evil Eye. How is something that's evil going to protect you from evil? That doesn't even make any sense. So therefore, I think that basically explains itself. But if not, go look it up. The Evil Eye necklace is not okay. It opens you up to evil. For example, would you open your home door while you're sleeping and leave it wide open for anything to come in? And then you get upset when a fly or a roach or lizards come into your house? That's not the lizards or the fly or the roach's fault that you open the door. And it's the same thing when you wear certain things or do certain things. You're opening yourself up. Your body is like a portal. So when these things come into your life, and then you wonder why you're constantly sick, because sickness comes from the devil and all these other things, is because you've opened yourself up to these demons and these doors. So therefore, we must never intentionally do this to ourselves. So always X any evil out of our lives. So next on the list is graven images of Jesus. And an example of this is the Jesus we often see in movies and TV shows and books and like literally everywhere. It's the stereotypical European looking Jesus, when of course you don't know for sure, but most likely Jesus wasn't European, because in the Bible it states Jesus had hair of wool, and wool is like very coarse and like kinky, and European people generally don't have that textured hair. They generally have looser textured hair, and therefore we can never assume, but Jesus most likely wasn't European. So making false images of Jesus is not okay. So next is crystals. And these were so popular on TikTok, just like the Evil Eye necklaces. Around quarantine, I don't know if it was just me, but I was always seeing crystals, like Megan Fox and all these celebrities wearing crystals on their head, or crystal necklaces, crystal rings, and it wasn't just them. It was me. I fell for the traps. I fell for the lies. Not just, oh, like for health or for love or for security, but also because they match my outfit. And I always try to match my outfits, but obliviously or ignorantly doing it will open yourself up to these doors. Whether you do it intentionally or not, just like how I said earlier, it doesn't matter. The devil doesn't care. If you do it, that's like if you're going to take a test and you say, oh, I didn't know. The teacher's not going to care. If you failed, you failed. You're still going to get an F. And it's the same thing. You don't get a pass just because you don't know something. So that's why this is one of my main purposes for this YouTube channel, is to educate and edify people so that you know better, you can do better. So that's why instead of seeking the creation, we must always seek the creator. Go to God for healing. Go to God for love. Don't try to force anything, because the reason why it may not be happening is because it's not the right time. So next on the list is dreamcatchers. These used to be really popular. It still is, but not as much personally to me as it used to be. But I still wanted to put this on the list because it's still out there. People are still using them, and they probably don't even know the significance of dreamcatchers and the impact that it has on their lives. And yes, they're really cute. Yes, they may protect us when we sleep, but in reality it doesn't, and it does the exact opposite. Dreamcatchers, what do? You generally put them over your bed before you sleep or somewhere in your bedroom, so while you're sleeping it can protect you from scary dreams and like all evil that may happen to you while you're asleep. But actually it does the exact opposite. When you're asleep, you're less conscious, you're not as aware, and therefore demons take advantage of that and will often give you night terrors and all these things. Especially when you open the door up to dream catchers or anything that is not of God, they're going to take advantage of that. And while you're not alert, you're more groggy, what are they going to do? They're going to come after you the hardest. And therefore, this is the problem with dream catchers. Again, we're seeking the creation and not the creator. Dream catchers actually came from Native Americans, and I absolutely do not have an issue with them. I'm actually part Native American. I have some Native American blood running in me. But the problem is, most Native Americans, or not most, but a lot of Native Americans aren't Christians, and they believe in polytheism, and the sun is their god, or the moon is their god, and idol worship. So when you get something that comes from idol worship, you're bringing that into your home. Whether you're doing it intentionally or not, or ignorantly or not, you're still doing it. And therefore, like how most of these items on the list, if not all, the devil does not care that you don't know. He's going to take advantage of that. He loves that you don't know. And this is why we must be aware and know. So now that we know, okay, when we know, we can say no. So no, take those dream catchers out of your home. Research if you want to just fact check what I'm saying. All of this is true. Just trust me on this, but always do your research. There's nothing wrong with fact checking just to make sure. So the next on the list is sage. Saging has really become popular lately. Not just the sage that some people may put in their food, but the sage that you burn around the house. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That little green plant. So actually burning sage is not okay. It's the same thing. We're putting our faith in the creation, not the creator. Say, how do you think that a plant is going to protect you? Just like with money trees. You're going to buy a money tree thinking it's going to give you money? No. Like, I know, like, some people may think that, but it's crazy how the devil lies to us and we get deceived. It's not just you. I used to be the same way. I used to be deceived into thinking these things. But now, once you know, just like I'm going to put the Bible verse here, those who aren't spiritual don't understand. They think that it's all foolishness to them. But once you actually start doing your research, you're like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. So saging, don't do that. Burning around the house, you're just opening yourself up to more demons. Trust in the creator, not the creation. And last on the list, honestly the list could go on for forever probably, but that's all I could fit on my nice little board. So the last on the list is evil movies, but not just movies, but books and TV shows and all these other things. So a good example of a witchcraft movie, which is right here, like Harry Potter, what was it? Mostly put out to kids. They do this on purpose. Hollywood does this on purpose. They go to the children because we, yes, us children, are the most impressionable. So when you go to the kids, yeah, their parents may be set in stone in their mind frames, but then the generations to follow those children will believe what their parents are saying. So that's why we cannot be deceived into the lies of the devil. And this is why I'm on YouTube. As long as I can, while freedom of speech is still around, I'm going to speak the truth and not continue to spread the lies that's out there. So, a lust movie, 50 Shades of Grey, literally any movie where they're practicing fornication, living together before marriage, having children before marriage. There's so many examples. But just because you're constantly seeing it and everyone's doing it, like 90 Day Fiancé and all these other things, does not mean that it's okay. There's nothing wrong with 90 Day Fiancé, by the way. I love that show. But it depends on the series, because some heavily produced sin. And personally, for me, this is just my personal conviction. I cannot watch shows that are highly saturated with sin. But I really appreciate you for watching this video. Always leave a comment if you have any questions. And always remember to be fierce without fear. God bless, and thank you.